Gramps Morgan is going to be on the Chris Brown show. Are you going to the show? Did you pay your million and odd dollars yet?
I got invitation to be a part of it, but
Wow.
my daughter, she is 15,
Mm-hmm.
but she wants to go.
Of course.
But I don't think they make provision for 15.
Yes. Of course.
And I told her it's 18 and over.
Oh well, maybe you're right, or maybe is it that you don't want her to go? I don't know. Anyway.
I'm not even sure.
Right.
My mind is not up yet.
All right, but you know the theme song. We always give thanks for Gramps
Yes.
Morgan for this outstanding theme song that so suits the program for sure.
And we thank him very, very much.
Yes, absolutely. Take it away.
I thank you. Good morning to our listeners. Good morning to our listeners. This is St. Andrews South Beat, a very special program designed to explore issues affecting the St. Andrews South Division. Each week we'll be focusing breaking barriers on several issues affecting our division and the citizens at large. Today's program aims to spread awareness on our teenagers, who we believe is the future. Hence, we're going to look at some programs that can assist these teenagers within the St. Andrews South Division, as we are working together to create better communities and build our Vision 2030. Vision 2030, for making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and do business. Again, this is St. Andrews South Beat. If you join us, remember to call us on 876-225-9478 and share your thoughts in today's discussion. You can also listen live on rootsjamaica.com. Go follow us on Facebook at Roots FM Jamaica. Follow us on Instagram at Roots96.1_FM Jamaica, and on Twitter at Roots_96FM. Again, remember to send your text messages and WhatsApp messages to 876-225-9478 and share your thoughts on today's discussion. The program is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Of course, we have two persons in house who will be sharing the program with us today and give us some good knowledge base that we need for our future teenagers who will take the world away. Mm-hmm. Whether we like it, yes or no, because that's how it is. It's like a circle. Just go round and round and round, and I don't know if there's ever an ending. Sometimes I believe if there's such a thing called reincarnation, I come back in a different format. I think there was a time that I was very rich because I can still feel it. It's not coming out in my finances, but I feel it sometimes. So I know I had it somewhere some time ago. Again, Harrison. She's going to have to pronounce that first name. Welcome to St. Andrews South Beat. And welcome to the St. Andrews South Division. A very special welcome from our Senior Superintendent, Kirk Ricketts, the commanding officer who is in charge of the St. Andrews South Division. Of course, Ms. Harrison is an actress, host, and you'll recognize she's an actress when she starts talking, host. And she's a student at the university. She's studying marketing at the University of the West Indies. She attended the Hardin High School. She have done so much. You look at her with so much things that she have done, you'll wonder if she's out in her 90s. But of course, she doesn't look that. She doesn't look like that. She more look like she's in her early 20s. Can you look like you want it? We soon come to you, just wait, no?
Yes,
She's gonna tell us a little bit more about some things that can help our teenagers and how it can benefit them, different programs, different agencies that can assist them, the things that they're going through, and how is it that we can help. Of course, last week we have our very handsome, forgive me, Lord. I just lie. I lie to
me now come back.
You tell lie.
Welcome again, welcome back to St. Andrews South Beat and or St. Andrews South Division. Mr. Roberts, Rory Roberts, welcome back to the St. Andrews South Beat. A very special welcome from our Senior Superintendent, Kirk Ricketts, who's the commanding officer for the St. Andrews South Division. Let me tell you a little bit about the St. Andrews South Division. When you look at the area like the Duane Park space, Pembroke Hall, etc., the Hunts Bay space, the Seaview Garden space, which include Riverton and so forth, and the which other one? No, Hunts Bay, Seaview Garden, Olympic Gardens, and Duane Park, and all of those form the St. Andrews South Division. The division is manned by our Senior Superintendent, Kirk Ricketts, who is in charge of the entire division. On each station, you have a zone commander. We have from zone 1, 2 to 3, and each zone commander is actually a day spear acting, and then you have a inspector who is the SOIC in charge of the station. So if there are any challenge or challenges, then there's always someone that you can speak with as it relates to same. And that's some knowledge base that you need to understand. And we have a lot of culture. We have a balance of culture within the St. Andrews South Division. What do I mean by that? We have different persons with different background, personality that we have to deal with. So we have to be very flexible and know exactly how to balance these persons. There are a lot of teenagers within the St. Andrews South space, especially the Zone 1 area, which is the Hunts Bay area. We have a lot of young people that we need to guide in terms of getting them to understand their role and function in society. These people need to know that they are the future. And if it is that they're blank, then the future is blank. And that's one of the things that we want to reinforce to our teenagers, that we need them, and we need them to be positive. We need them to be balanced in themselves and get the right things that they need so that they can balance the world itself. Because the world is just a place. They are the one that makes up the world and make it a better place. So that is one of the function that our teenagers need to recognize that, well, I was going to say that we're fading out, but I'll just say me, because I realize that you're still there.
Thank you very
still
much.
in the team.
Much appreciated.
All right,
She's saying that you're young.
Feeling.
Again, I'm lying on the show, but nevertheless, this is St. Andrews South Beat. I have been lying about Roberts for the morning, and I don't know. I'll pray about it later.
Pray about it, yeah.
I let the lady go first in telling us a little. I'll give a synopsis of herself, but I want her to tell the community itself. Tell the young people, tell them who you are, tell them your journey, and tell them how your journey can impact them as teenagers, because you're not far from them. I think if you're out of the team, it must be from last week, because you look no younger than 16.
Hey.
Welcome to St. Andrews
Yeah, about
South Beat.
40.
Thank you for having me. But realize say you like give compliments and so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so as you said earlier, my name is Danger Harrison. I'm one of the actors as a part of Barracks Entertainment and the YouTube series Bala. Now, a little bit about me personally. I attended the Arden High School, and I am now off to college where I'm studying, University of the West Indies, where I'm studying integrated marketing communication, and I'm majoring in cultural studies. In terms of how my journey can per se influence other young people, I believe that I would take it from the perspective where, for sure, I know for a fact that the arts have definitely even given me the opportunity to study at a tertiary level education right now, right? I remember when I was if you told me that I'd be at college 5 years ago, like probably when we did in a grade 10 or so, I'd probably be like, oh, that's funny, lol, because I wouldn't believe you, right? Because of my active role in the drama club when I was at Arden High School, I was able to successfully get a scholarship to go and study at the University of the West Indies. So I feel like, and if we talk about my story, we're going to be here forever.
Quite, you know, that
But
I want to hear
yeah,
what it does.
enough things, you know.
I know, but you can summarize it in 5 words, right? It's not that enough. One word for each year.
Okay, all right. Let me take you through from when I joined the drama club. At Arden, I remember even at a young age, I was still very spiritual. And I remember praying. At the time, I wasn't even baptized, and I remember praying, and I said, God,
We talking about Christianity, right?
yes.
Yeah, you know that, right?
Yeah.
I was I was praying, and I was like, God, if you really do want me to be in this drama club, because I was auditioning for the drama club, I hope I get through. I was like that. If you don't want me in this club, just don't let me get through and just me find another club, because at the time I was in grade 8 and I was trying to find a club where I belonged. Anyway, long and short, I actually got through. And I was very active in the club up until grade 13, went to JCDC, and I remember the drama club being a space where it fostered growth. So even being there, I felt as if I was at home. We had a lot of sessions where every time we come into the club, we'd have discussions. We say, okay, how are you feeling now? How was your day? And I was able to open up to them and just be myself, while at the same time, they were growing. They were building on my talent, right, and making it bigger. I joined this competition when I was in grade, I think, 11. Yeah, I think it was 11. It was the Talk the Poem competition, where basically you're supposed to go up, big up UA, Talk the Poem competition. You're supposed to go up and perform a poem. However, your hands, they're supposed to be behind you, and you're supposed to only use your facial expressions and your voice to perform that poem. And thankfully, thanks be to God, I won the competition. And because of that, I was fully awarded a scholarship to study within the humanities department at the University of the West Indies, right? And so I just believe, and there's so many other opportunities. I was able to perform at Grand Gala alongside Aki Mignot, Delia Harrison, and big stars there for Jamaica 60th. I'm a part of Barracks Entertainment now, acting, and that has opened a really big space for me in terms of putting me out there to the public, especially considering the fact that I want to get into media. I'm grateful for the opportunity that Barracks has given me, where I can literally go in the public now. I've opened a lot of doors for me. People are seeing me. People are seeing me. I go up on road. People are recognize me. Hey, Danger. Not Danger, Tessie rather, because that's the name of my character. Right? And I'm really grateful for that. But I believe that one way in which my story can influence a lot of young people out there is by knowing that if you have a talent, believe in it and build on it, because the Bible says that your talent will open rooms for you and take you before great men.
Yes.
And I can definitely testify for sure that my talent has definitely opened rooms for me and taken me before great men. So young people, in essence, what me I try to say, if you know say I have a little talent, I have little something, don't just sit down on it every day and kill it. So build up on it, work on it, invest in it, and who knows, maybe I can reach far in it, make some money, come out of poverty and them things there. So yeah.
Barracks Entertainment.
Yes.
I recognize that you play a significant role at that agency and what it is that they supply to the public at large. I want you to tell the public exactly what it is that they offer and how you function there, and how what they offer is positive, negative, or whatever it is to the young people.
Well, I must say that is certainly positive. Not the positive, negative.
Yeah, say it and I look for me.
Rory, you see what she trouble with?
No, shades are true. What's that?
But so Barracks Entertainment. So first of all, it's a production company. Usually before COVID, they did stage plays, right? So they have a What Sweet Nanny Goat. You can help me out on this, Rory. They have productions like What Sweet Nanny Goat, Barrel Picnic, Force Ripe. The list goes on, right? And so because COVID came, they decided that they were going to start this online YouTube series called Baller. And thankfully I got the opportunity to play the role of Tessie. Tessie is this nice Christian girl. You know, she take her schoolwork seriously. And one of the things that I'm really grateful for about Barracks Entertainment, and I feel like that's why it's serving our young people so much, is that it represents every young people at high school in society, right? So you know, when you go high school, you usually have every student come from a different background. I have a little flaw. Tessie, she had a typical Christian girl. High school, you have the Christians them, right? You have the one them where possibly even have a crush on a teacher or so. You know, we have that in Bala. For season 3, you have somebody we're probably in a wheelchair, and because the school does not supply certain facilities for persons who are disabled and in wheelchairs, we have somebody who represents that as well. You have the students who are probably mixed up in all sorts of badness or in a drugs. We have that as well in the show. And so one of the major things that I love about Barracks Entertainment is that it's literally a photocopy of a typical Jamaican high school. And why I believe it's so popular is because people see themselves on the screen. People see themselves, right? At the end of the day, we have the raucous girl them we just can't for them life, can't stop have sex with the man. And you know, at every high school we have that, right? And I believe that as an audience member, even watching it, coming outside of being an actor for a second, if I was watching Ball and even I wasn't in it, I would have seen myself in it. Other than the fact that it's entertaining and and you learn a lot of things from it. At the same time, you learn about safe sex, you learn about being kind to others, you learn about friendship, a whole community. There's so many things inside of that thing there, that series, that can teach a lot of young people about themselves and help them in life in general.
I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Rory, the young people. The young people that we have that are listening and a little bit off within their focus, and they are drama king and queen, but they don't know how to put out that drama thing that they have. And I guess you have the know-how, you have the knowledge base, you have the drama, everything. I want you to tell them a little bit.
You're putting me on the spot. But
tell them how they can really get help. Is there anything? All right, we have some young people in the inner city who believe that they can act real
Of
good
course.
and they have something to offer, but they don't know how. Where do I go from here? There must be something that the government offer or different agencies. Who can they call? How can they help themselves?
all right, so before I go any further, I'd have to say Barracks Entertainment is a youth focused production company. We really cater to young persons, adolescent youth, at-risk youth as well. So majority, if not all of our production focuses on at-risk youth, whether it's teenage pregnancy, whether it's child abuse, sexual, whatever it is that young persons go through, that's what our productions focus on. So definitely we are all for young people, and we work with a lot of young people, and even casting a lot of these people in Bala people come from inner city. Young people, if you notice them, a lot of the faces are Bala, you see them face upon first, you don't see them nowhere. So it's not like we go for persons who are well established. So we create opportunities for young persons. So if you're in the inner city anywhere you are, if you're in St. Andrews South and you watch Bala and you feel like to say you want to become an actor, you can message us. It's a little bit difficult when they message the Barracks Entertainment page because we have a lot of followers and 1 million people are message. So sometimes your message will get overlooked. It's not deliberate, but normally what we do, we normally direct them to myself because I'm the talents manager for Barracks Entertainment as well. So
you can't give them one work?
You realize that we say young people? You realize?
Whoa!
Yes, man. From man, they don't come here and text it for me, you know, so me don't get back on you.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember say young as how you feel.
I agree. Link me up, man. You know, even though we say young for everybody, because the truth is we try to highlight parenting as well. So if we can highlight you as a parent to show how your relationship with your children or your child, then we can sort out something for you.
All right,
boss me. Boss you. But yeah, man, they can reach out to us. But they have already been reaching out to us, and I've been giving them some guidance in terms of few basic knowledge. If you're into drama, you think you can act. If you're going to high school, join a drama club, do theater art. You know, excel in those subjects or those areas. I understand that a lot of persons are creative may think that you don't need academics. But if you don't think you need it, then if you have a medium where social media is everything now, you create little videos, you put it on Instagram, you don't know who might see you. That's how we see some of our talents. I'll be scrolling through Instagram, I'm like, She
she not so bad.
bad. Me contact her, have you act and some me cast people, so you may never know who is going to see you. One of the things that I don't like is for young persons to tell me that they have a talent but they are shy. I always believe that that's like a spit in God's face. God give you a talent, He not give it, you keep it to yourself. Don't tell me say you can sing, but you only sing in your bathroom, or you can act, but me only act in front of a mirror and leave it at that. He gave you a talent for you to bless others with it. That you bless people with it, for you can motivate or empower somebody. You can share it with somebody else. So young people don't have your talent and tell me say I'm a good singer, but me not sing it. Me not like sing in front of a crowd. Bless somebody with it. Own your craft, work on it, and be better at it each and every day. And you can bless somebody and encourage somebody to, and then that might make you get some opportunities. You can become a singer, become somebody big, be a part of a big series like Bala. Because the truth is, I always say to my co-writers and directors that I don't think we give Bala the credit
that it deserves.
I don't know if because we're a part of it, but it's such a big thing. It's such a huge production. Everybody in every Christian corner of Jamaica watch Bala, except for you, Lynn. You must feel bad by yourself.
Watch it again.
Right? Yeah. So, and the stories that we tell.
I have a 15-year-old, so I'm gonna ask her.
Ask her to watch it.
Ask her if she watch it.
Ask her if she watch it. More than likely, she'll probably watch it. Yeah. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
man.
ask her. Tell me a little bit how Bala really changed your life from rags to riches, or from riches.
From rags to riches. Wow. Look at that. Hey. From change my life from like okay.
From the unknown to the known.
I bet you said that. The rags to riches.
They not the same face himself with me. So
Not true.
I mean, in terms of how Bala has changed my life, one of the things that I would definitely say for sure is that, I think I said it a bit earlier, is that it has definitely opened a lot of doors of opportunities for me. I'm somebody, I'd like to, the vision that I have for myself, I see myself making a prominent mark in not only the acting but also the media industry. And what Bala has done for me, it has opened a lot of doors and put me out there on the public platform. I say hello, I want to say public platform. I mean, hello, if you go on my TikTok or Instagram, people just follow me, so especially since season 3, like a lot of persons are seeing me, and more than likely when it's a familiar face, they're going to click follow. Oh, I know her from Bala. And then when you even look on Bala for one of the episodes, in the space of 1 week, 200 views.
200,000 views, I mean.
200,000 views. He had to correct me. Yes, of course. Yes. When you look at one of the episodes, like 200,000 views, right? And so I feel like some of the persons from that come on each of the actors' platforms.
Even sorry to cut in, not only the views, but on the live. We live stream every Friday.
Yes.
We have 17,000 live persons.
We're in Jamaica.
Every week. Or for season 3, episode 1, we had 23,000 persons on the live watching each week. Because we premiere a series, an episode every Friday at 9 p.m. on Barracks Entertainment YouTube channel. And at least 17,000 watching every Friday.
Exactly. And I want to know, where else in Jamaica can you find somebody go on a YouTube live and so much people up on the live I watch? Like, it's remarkable. And so, going back to answering the question, a lot of that fan base comes on each of these actors' platforms, and they follow us and keep up with our content. And so, because of that, I'm able to exist outside of being Tessie from Bala. So I've started to create a whole brand for myself in terms of who I am, what I am, going into media and all of them something there, and what I can offer to the space. So that's one of the things that I will definitely say Barracks Entertainment do. So let's just say from unknown to known, not from rags to riches. Hello?
Hey, you're but I never mean it that way, man. She never mean it, man. She never mean it. You know,
hold on. You know, say I want to me there, so you need to deal with it when you reach outside.
True.
Okay, yeah, man, definitely.
You take the pressure fair.
Tell me something, Tessie.
Tessie, yes. Tessie and Prendergast.
I want to know about Tessie, a little bit about Tessie. Tell me a little bit about Tessie. Give me a summary of Tessie.
Okay, so Tessie is just this nice, like a sweet girl. She's a Christian girl. However, one of the things I love about Tessie is that there are a lot of depth to her character. So she's not just a Christian, full stop. Even though when persons ask me about her, that's the first thing I say. There's so many things. So she was raped when she was younger by one of her church friends, and because of that, she always has this somewhat anger in her, which is why in one of the seasons them you saw where when somebody was trying to rape one of her friends, she literally she stabbed him. I hope I can say that on radio. We can say that something there.
The character.
Yeah, she attacked him.
Yeah.
The character attacked him, right? And it was coming from a place where, because Tessie knew that she encountered that for herself, it was a case where all of that built up anger was just coming out on this guy.
A reminder of what transpired.
Yes, and also about Tessie, she's also a really good friend, right? However, just like a lot of young people in high school, she's easily swayed, right? Because her friend Kiki is a very strong character, right? And you know, in friendships, you have that one person with a stronger character and that one person who is just going to listen to the friend. You always have a leader friend and a friend where I go follow. You probably disagree with me, but in most friendships in high schools,
it happens.
That's
like
the case, right? And I feel like in Tessie and Kiki's friendship, Tessie's the one who follows Kiki, and because of that, Tessie's so easily swayed. Tessie starts out, if sees a tree, now you find Tessie find another love interest, so she have a boyfriend, but now she gonna talk to other man, right? And you find that she's just sort of coming out of her shell. She's just very expressive, and she just follow back a Kiki, right? And that's just basically Tessie. But that's her.
To chime in, what I love about the Tessie character, it resonates well with a young girl who is Christian in high school. It shows the struggles that they face. And a lot of us, we are so judgmental of young people that we forget that they are human. And Tessie resonate with that in terms of she's a Christian, she tried with her Christianity, but there are times when she falter. You know? And I don't think she should be judged for that because it doesn't make her less, but it still shows that she is this sweet girl just going through her regular teenage years of life, the struggles, the transition, the issues, the young people problem, if she have sex or not, if she not have sex, if she have boyfriend or not have boyfriend, you know. But doing that, she still maintained this level where she connects to her Jesus same way.
Yes.
And she's still doing her schoolwork very well same way.
Yes.
And I think even though she's saying Kiki is loud and XY, they strike a balance because she's a softer side of Kiki.
Yes.
And Kiki
So
is a
they
stronger
balance
side
each
of
other.
her.
For
Because
sure.
if you look on Tessie to add Kiki, we murder your fear. I mean, beat you.
Yeah.
up.
And
So-
then Tessie can't add the defend herself. So yeah.
the friendship kind of balance, and you have those kind of friendship in high school. So, and again, it goes back to why Jamaican love ballers so much. It kind of resonates with life as Jamaicans.
This is St. Andrews South Beat. Of course, it seems like Rory write the script. We'll be right back. We take a break.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more.
New Budget Supplies massive price buster now on. Want to redo that kitchen? Retile that old floor? Stop that leaking roof? Make over the bathroom? It's now or never. White toilet from $14,999. 5-gallon paint from $6,599. Gypsum board $1,749. 15% off UPVC French windows. 10% off kitchen sinks, water tanks, and pumps. 195 Hackleburg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
Get the real inner city community news and be informed. You can do all that and more on City Beat, Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM. City Beat puts you in the know and keeps you rocking in a world of knowledge. So let City Beat catch you on Roots 96.1 FM, Monday to Friday at 12:45 for City Beat. City Beat is the pulse of the city, so don't miss it. Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you.
Join me, Sugar Wayne Watkins, every Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. until 5:30 p.m. for The Flight. Coming through the airwaves of Roots 96.1 FM. The Flight is a musical journey with features and information. That's The Flight, Fridays 2 p.m. until 5:30 p.m. with your host, Sugar Wayne Watkins, on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break.
Welcome back once again. This is St. Andrews South Beat. Remember, if you're joining us, remember to call us on 876-225-9478 and share your thoughts on today's discussion. You can also listen live on rootsjamaica.com. Go follow us on Facebook at Roots FM Jamaica. Follow us on Instagram at Roots96.1 FM _Jamaica and on Twitter at Roots _96 FM. Of course, we have in us none other than Rory Roberts and Harrison, who is a part of the Baller program that a lot of you may know except me, because them claims say me too all. But nevertheless, we're working together to create better communities and build our Vision 2030. Vision 2030 for making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and do business. So I'm a part of that. And welcome back. We were talking about our teenagers and how is it that they are the future, and the fact that they need to empower themselves and look at things that we need. We're shining the spotlights in many ways, and one of the ways is we talk about acting, drama, etc. It's also near back to school, so our children, they can listen, they can join the club, like Harrison said, danger. All right, calm down on my pressure, me danger.
Yes.
Like she said, we can always, that's an encouragement to them that you can start somewhere by joining the club. We have a caller. This is St. Andrews South Beat. Caller, welcome to St. Andrews South Beat. You have a question for us? Go ahead. Of Bala and what it is that they have to offer, what it is they're offering at this time. When we were on the break, I did ask if sometimes they question the character with their with their themselves, who they are. And of course I let you answer that for you, because I heard Rory was telling her yes, like you must say yes, she mad.
Don't say me mad.
Listen to me. All creative have a little madness in them. That's all
Yeah,
creative.
one little
Because
split.
no one know how she don't know that.
All
You
creative.
must. That's why I ask her. Do you question that character? Because you do.
Yep.
Every time you say, "What's wrong with you?"
Okay, let me be honest.
Especially if you're not getting the character right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to. It's a part of the character sketch.
Yes.
But I remember specifically, literally saying that Tessie nonsense, especially in a season 2 when she stayed with Stephen. And for a lot of persons who watch the series, you know that in season 2, Stephen was just not being a good boyfriend to Tessie, right? And Mida said, no, man, the girl are really nonsense. And even in finding the character in the first place, I literally had to question her. I'm like, okay, why does she do this? Even when you look at why she even stabbed her kid, going back to the point that I made earlier, that's a part of the character sketch, in understanding that, it was coming from a place of trauma, because she experienced that for herself as well. So yes, I do question my character. I believe all actors do, right, Rory?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I would have crazy.
Well,
I think
What kind of crazy? But not
just
so
a
much.
little bit.
Just a little bit.
not fully like how some people are saying on a bit.
No.
All right, Rory, what advice do you have for young Jamaicans who really, really want to pursue a career in the the acting industry and otherwise, because I'm sure other than that there are other things that you're aware of that you can empower them with knowledge with as it relates to their way forward.
As I said, connections are important, young people. If you're into a space, if I love football, I'm going to watch football. I'm going to go to the football matches.
The event,
yes,
them and meet people,
meet the coaches. Exactly.
Tell them that again, Rory, because I don't think they understand. You want to be a doctor, but every day you get up and you don't want it on police, but you have fire water gun. Don't do that.
I agree. So if you want to become a doctor, you watch a doctor series them. You watch all them look up me, you read up the
books.
Yes.
The chemistry book.
100% agree with you.
That's how it goes. So if you're into acting or into being a creative, you do the same thing. You find the creative spaces, you connect with the creative people, you follow them on Instagram. They only follow the foolishness, they want whatever when they make no sense. That's what you do. You create that own little space, and as I say, put yourself out there.
Yes.
Don't only use social media for the wrong. Don't only use it for going to people things and comment and like people or whatever. But connect to these people. You do little videos for showcase your talent, because that's where a lot of people start. I literally look at money. This that popular
like
person
she put
who's
herself out there, exactly.
in our season 3. I literally found her on TikTok.
Yeah.
I some friend her reach out to her because I think
she's doing well now.
And she's doing very well. You understand?
And even kind of rallying on what the point that Rory is making. Even TikTok, I believe that it's a good space to quote unquote make a repertoire in terms of posting all. If you're an actor, post a little videos them on it. Like show we say you're talented. What can you do? So at least if somebody, because even going back to how I was even casted for the role of Tessie in Bala, when y'all reached out to me and said, oh, send me a video of you performing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so easy. Easy 1, 2, 3. I just say, okay. At the time, I had 1 second. Sorry about that. At the time, I had an Instagram page, an Instagram poetry page, where I performed a lot of my poetry and I posted it on my on an Instagram platform, right? And so when them did ask me, it was literally me saying, okay, which one of these poems am I going to choose to send? Because I already had a whole lot of videos of me showing my talent, so it was easy, right? And you don't know who might call you. You don't know. Sometimes that's how you get casted. Literally, you claim that you're an actor. Send me a video. Yeah, just market yourself.
You can imagine him tell you to send him a video.
But I'm going to explain something. A lot of young
get seats. When him don't tell us said
no, I'm not that harsh. But to be honest, a lot of young persons will reach out to me.
Yeah.
But I think they are so focused on, what's the word I'm looking for?
Self?
Not self, but them try to wit you, like try to sell themselves with these long paragraphs. So they reach out to you. Oh, I've been a passion for acting from I was 1 year old, and I do this, and them give this long thesis about what they do and what they can do. But I'm saying, all right, I look at them. They reach out to me on Instagram. I click on the Instagram page. Me not see no post or one vid or nothing. So I said, yes, while this is beautifully constructed, what evidence you have to tell me so you can really care?
Exactly.
Anybody can come to me.
It every day.
I don't see.
My thing is, it's true. If
when I look on the Instagram page, it flat, it blank, it boring, nothing.
What me say, Rory, you know, one of the things I want me hate for see me to test it, me despise it, is when somebody have in them Instagram bio that they're an actor, and when they go up on them page, there is no acting content. There is nothing to say, oh, I did say no for true.
Nothing.
Like them, okay. And I realized from the other day, everybody an actor. It's a very overused term.
Yep.
You right now, you can say you're an actress. Why? Because I'm asking if you say one line, and you angle triangle it, and you do it good.
Not only that, my family send me a drama. My family send me a
drama queen. From the other day, everybody an actor.
But don't. So, I'm going to put it out here. All the persons who are reaching out to us, to Barracks Entertainment, to myself, come with some receipt. Don't send me the long message and tell me, oh, you love act and you're good at it.
Can you imagine all like you when I like read?
You are a troublemaker. You're rude.
Your problem.
Rory will not come back.
No, can you imagine when I like read? I forgot to read 200.
No, but just spare me the messages.
My son, who went to university in China, did a master's in software engineering. He said to me, when he was doing literature, I hear him, I don't read nothing, I watch them.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, do not do
That little
that.
trick, especially for when me I study marketing, just watch some YouTube video.
I go into a drama when me care literature teacher do me. Like, we were reading a book and I write a beautiful essay in the book and she tell me how brilliant it was, you know. And I confess to her, I say, no, sir, to be honest, I don't read the book.
Oh, where they don't forget concept.
I watch a movie and then read the preface, like what's the book about and tell her.
I want kick in your head. Rory, I see you, you're so wicked.
But that's the beauty about literature, no.
That's what he told
That's
me.
the beauty.
See,
But then when you think about it, I feel like even we in college right now, I feel like we have it easier right now. We have AI and them some of the like literally you go on Chat GPT and say, Chat GPT, write me an essay about today's experience at that's a bit too personal. You say Chat GPT, write me an essay about the impact that AI has on Jamaica, and Chat GPT just gonna write it. However, it's not that specific though, because you have to tweak it sometime, because that can give you a vague essay. But for sure, I use Chat GPT, and for all of the young people them out there listening, as a college student, me proudly I gonna say me use Chat GPT for study.
You're not
it helps you. No,
I'm not ashamed. Me use it for study.
If nothing is wrong with it, you know, as
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
as
like
she's
it.
able to look at it and make decision from it. You remember now, she's not
Exactly.
going to use the entire essay that she got, you know.
Yeah.
She's going to look at the content of what
Yes.
it is that they're saying, extract
So them they are telling
information
you how
from
to use
it.
chat GPT.
Yeah.
Because it helps. And
could
then
not do
Never
Code
tell them,
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of young people, they just actually they don't know how to use Chat GPT. I don't think and a lot of teachers were saying that when it just came out there was a whole discussion because we might use it for write one essay. I would not think for myself anymore. But I still think for myself. It's just that thinking for myself becomes a lot easier because Chat
already have
GPT
the
provides me the
basic
ideas.
ideas.
Yes.
So if you have the basic idea, Rory, it helps you to formulate the
Yes.
structure, the actual thing that you need. And even me, we're all know that. So what happened to you?
We should incorporate this in Bala season 4. We should
Chat
incorporate.
GPT, yes,
something
for
about-
sure.
Not to write.
Not
it,
you
because we're creators.
talking about Bala season 4 though.
All right.
Wow.
Mistake, guys. Sorry.
Wow.
Bala.
Looking forward to it.
No, there's no more Bala. Sorry, can't.
Don't say that. Because one of the things that we need for those listening, we need a lot of funding. So in order for
Lady
Bala
Lost,
season
so
4 to happen,
Get people with so much
Views and stuff.
views and
stuff.
followers.
People
yeah.
fund me, but not enough. Like I
It's
think
not
Jamaica,
enough.
corporate Jamaica don't support
No,
theater.
but do you write
Wait.
the script? Do you write the profile of the show and send it off?
Of course.
Yes.
Tired.
To- Well, maybe
We can't call them
You know, I
names.
call people name, but if to government,
No, if you care about the
stuff,
government.
everybody.
Because them under them budget like that. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about other stakeholders.
Of course.
That fit the niche. One of the things that you can look at their products.
You think so? We're not experienced. We
Every
of course
single
we do
thing
all of
you
them
say
stuff.
was done
And that is why
already.
2 of our main sponsors, big up NFPB, National Family Planning Board, big up Jamaica
Jamaica Support for Life,
Because
yeah.
we do so much sexual reproductive health, and these are sexual reproductive
Come
health
out of the
agencies.
government aspect
But
of it.
just is NGO.
Oh. But I believe, I believe for something like this and the niche, the fact that it is young people, and then the young people, we're looking at the future generation, and the niche that it have, that market niche, they I don't know.
I think too, because a lot of what we represent, not all is not too up so.
No, I believe. Look
Yeah,
here.
it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. We're either this or we're this. We're right till we finger them. You know what we do now?
Nicole?
We know what we do now? So we decide we're not send out no more proposal because we're tired. My CEO, Fabian Barracks, pick up herself, say him tired and him not send out no more because we send out so till we're tired. Nobody now made way. We went as
Even
far
if you
as
have the,
It's very disappointing
we went
though.
as far as
the
opening a
marketing
GoFundMe account.
Yeah.
That's how desperate we cannot see him at the time.
My thing is this, and even a segment, even a segment of it, in terms of the marketing segment and a product that fit this area, because they must have product where they want to promote and they have a marketing budget. So, like for instance, where I cool water there, cause I hope last go here with.
Area, yes. Because trust me, enough time with thirsty and said, would I love the little alcohol sponsor?
Yeah. So I hope Lasco here say they want to sponsor.
Hi, Lasco.
St. Andrews South Beat and Bala as it relates to water.
Yeah.
So that is something that they can look at and with them water.
And even some snacks
bring
for
them
young
water.
people and them type of sponsorships there.
And I'm saying that they must have products that they want to market, and they must they can pay for open and closing credit, etc. Oh, yes, what you for? Jesus Christ.
Me hat too, me not go lie.
I mean, one last sweat.
But we try though. We try our best. So it probably you won't understand until you're in the situation itself. But we try.
All right. We still I tend not to give up, and that's one of the things that I always encourage my young people. Not to give up. Looking at me, you think that if you walk a mile in my shoe, then you'll understand that I know exactly what it is I'm talking about. I don't look it, but I know it.
Yeah.
I am from West Kingston. I spend maybe my first 10 or 8 years in West Kingston. Still do go back to West Kingston. I know a lot of people in West Kingston. I'm able to distinguish between a lot of culture. I'm very balanced as it relates.
I get that for you.
You can't do something for me.
No, I know I get that for you. I think
very balanced as it relates to different culture and how is it I manage both. I remember I was going through West Kingston and I said to one of my colleagues, I was telling him the different streets in West Kingston, and I could give him them by name, everything, and he looked at me funny.
Where you come from?
Like what? Because I was so correct. So you must be able to have this balance with you, so you're able to be there and do whatever you want. And that's one of the things that you mentioned, that young people don't have the talent, and then you say you're shy or you can't manage. There's no such thing, because it I believe, and this is something I believe. That's why I ask you if you talk to the character, because sometimes you have to go within oneself to get out what is actually within you to come out to what is it that you really need. And I want our young people to recognize that they are the future and they need to look at themselves. One of the things I always say that my parents, when I was a teenager, I don't know if you know, I was actually a teenager.
Wow. like for
many
real,
moons ago, but many moons ago, but yeah.
And one of the things that I learned as a teenage girl growing up is that my parents, and that's one of the things that I'm going to say to young people, inspect yourself. Look at what you're surrounding. Look at what you have. Look at you, because the truth is you can't blame your parents for not doing what they don't know. Because if they don't know, they can't do it. And if they don't have it, they can't give it to you. So that's one of the things that I did when I was much younger. I remember when I was like 17, when I was 16, 17, and when somebody say they like me and I look at them and they're not going to school.
Yeah, in other words, say, oh, you can help me, oh, you got to add to me. What the purpose of this?
What will you bring to the table? And if they even say that they're the table want clean up.
The table want fix, it want some screw, want polish.
Me?
You're crazy.
I can't get better at this. I hate this.
So
the truth is, I'm saying to young people, look at who you are.
Yes.
Where you're at. Assess yourself. Look at your parents. Look if it is that they can take you. Where can they take me from here to there? You realize that you go in high school. My mom can't send me to university. You believe me. You recognize that from an early age that my mom won't be able to send me.
Yeah.
But that's a part of being young too, finding yourself and finding who
yourself.
You are,
Finding yourself, and it takes a lot. Can I tell you? It takes a lot of energy. Inner self. It takes a whole lot of energy for you to be focused, and because you have distraction. They have distraction, and the distraction can be come. I know Bala probably have series where they tell you that even when you're focused, there are some distraction that comes, and they come and they look good. You see a man ride a bike in your community, him young, him 19, and him just a pass you, vroom vroom vroom, and him bike big, and
your skin just start catch a fire.
But those don't last very long. doesn't last very long. Once you educate yourself, which is important, and one of the way to do that, we mentioned it early on, is to find your niche, find something that you love, and start following that space, that era. Go within that space that you have, right? I want both of you differently. I want you to say something to our young people who are listening to the program, something very positive that you want to put out to them that they can use to empower oneself as they grow themselves to be the future generation.
May I go and think? Start to do. Right. I have a lot of things, but may I try summarize it now?
I just want to say to young people, you did say it earlier. The distractions are there. They're going to come, and you will make mistake. I know, but it's how you bounce. It's how you bounce back. I know. I have to say this. I know with social media so much now, we our entire existence comes from how we are, who we try to be like on social media. But I will say to you, young people, there is no better you than the you that you are, because a lot of these people that we're trying to be like are persons who are trying to be like somebody else, are persons who aren't even being themselves.
Yeah.
So look at the struggle. Don't put yourself through this struggle to try to fit in or try to be like somebody who, as I said, don't know themselves. So take your time, believe in the process. When you make your mistake, remember it's human and learn from it. Don't repeat it, because when you repeat the mistake, then no, it look like saying
a beef steak.
A beef steak, C steak, D steak, right? So learn from it, make your mistakes be lessons. Learn from them, grow from them. I remember when I was younger, my mother was a domestic helper when I was in high school, and it was something that I was so embarrassed about. I usually lie all the time, tell people my mother they are foreign, I tell people my mother do this, and I remember when I was in 8th grade I got suspended, and my mother had to come to the school at that time, and when she came to the school and she sat in the principal's office and she told the principal, listen to me, like she said, like the skirt on me have on, I want skirt me by 5 years, and I'm a domestic helper, and everything that I do is for my children, not for myself. And that cut me so deep, because at the time I was about 13, 14, and I'm saying, I'm embarrassed of this woman. I'm embarrassed about what she does. And she not do it for herself, she do it for me. And I don't think a lot of us as children understand the sacrifices some of our parents make. And I know our parents may not be doctors or lawyers, but don't be embarrassed about these things. Understand their situation, young people. Support them and know so they must send a school for you, do something for yourself, and can make sure so you even become better version than them. Because my mother always tell me, say, listen to me, me not have this and me not get this, but you, me I do it, make you go do it. So just believe in yourself, believe in what you do, take motivation from those around you. I know the negatives are very easy to attract to, but sometimes we can look on the positive and work with it. The negative things are so exciting, guys, but the positive sometimes seem so boring. It's okay to be boring sometimes, and it's okay to stand out and not stand in. So big up on yourself.
I thank you, Rory. That's a lot, and I'm sure that it's motivating. Yeah, man, the script, man.
Yes.
We thank you for that. Go ahead.
I feel like one of the major things that I would definitely say to young people is, firstly, two major things actually. Find a tutor. Find somebody who can guide you through life. Find somebody who is perhaps within the industry that you want to get into. And if you don't know what industry you want to get into, just find somebody who have them heads screwed on right, who have gone through life already, who can help you. Right? So that's one of the major things that I would say. It helps because a lot of times I'm really grateful for the fact that I have older friends. For example, Rory, big up yourself. Like, you know, I have a lot of older friends, and it helps because whenever I'm going through something, I know that this person, they got through it already. So it's easy to be like, yo, how can I do this? Can you guide me through that? So young people, make sure say you have an older friend or somebody that can guide you through life. And another thing that I would say is to nuff up yourself. You can do this, and if you put your mind to it, you will do it. Be nuff. Nuff like rice, like water, like oxygen. You're for the everywhere.
But you mean involve yourself.
Involve yourself. Keep in mind, when I say enough of yourself, I mean fasten up people business. Yes. But enough of yourself in the sense that if you realize that this is something that you want to do, and you said it earlier, if you want to be a doctor, you have to do every doctor event. You have to follow every doctor on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on all social media platform. Put yourself within the space of that industry that you want to get into. Enough of yourself. Be at every event. Just try to make yourself be seen. Because most of the times, that's how you're going to get the opportunity. So those 2 cents that I leave with the young people, enough up on yourself and ensure that you have a tutor, somebody that can guide you through life, somebody who's older than you, we can show the ropes and thing. Yeah.
In a positive way.
Yes.
When I grow up, I'm going to enough up myself.
Okay.
Yes.
When I grow up to where?
Look here. Still I grow.
All right.
When I reach that, still I grow up. When I reach that age today, right? Again, this is St. Andrews South Beat. If you're joining us, remember to call us on 876-225-9478 and share your thoughts in today's discussion. You can also listen live on rootsjamaica.com. Go follow us on Facebook at Roots FM Jamaica. Follow us on Instagram at Roots96.1 FM _ Jamaica and on Twitter at Roots_96 FM. The program is brought to you by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices. Of course, before we arrive, we spoke about our teenagers within the St. Andrews South space and otherwise, and how is it that we can actually help our teenagers to become the future generations. One of the thing is that I'm sure that these 2 persons who would have gone through the different stages of life, and still going through the different stages, and including myself, because as we grow, we empower different stages in life. Sometimes, no matter how old you get, you always have something new to look at and to think about. You're never short in learning at any age. Even you always learn something new, and she said, enough up yourself, which is true, because it helps you with understanding a lot of things and knowing a lot of things about yourself. You will learn so much things about yourself once you enough up yourself. And that's one of the things that you need to do, because you're going to learn a lot from others that you didn't know that you really have that amount of passion until you actually find different people. I remember my son said when he left university, he didn't want to go to China, and he said that was the best decision that he had ever made, to go to China, because he learned a different culture and it teaches him things that he knew not, and that's one way that he would have enough of himself and learn a lot. And I encourage you to do the same. We want to thank these 2 lovely young people who is who are
one, but okay.
Remember, guys.
Look here, man. Remember, me keep him on the young line. Now, for
the young line.
Him soon come off. Just
right.
let me keep him on the young line. Rory, you're a good sport for the young people, and I like the vibe that you have for them, and you empower them with a lot of knowledge, and you guide them in terms of moving forward and make intelligent decisions for themselves.
Yes.
You're at the university level, and you meet young people and you see them daily, and I think there's a verse that say that I die daily. I know you die daily with them, and you try to empower them as best as you can. You seem somebody who's very motivating to young people.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
That's a gift that the Lord would have given to you, and you're actually giving it to the people. And you're doing a good job. And I'll tell you this, and I'll tell you as a police, and I'll tell you spiritually, you're going to go places.
Yes, I know.
You're going to go
Sorry, I thought it was. Sorry, my bad.
You're going to go places. And we thank you for making it St. Andrews South Beat and the St. Andrews South Division from our Senior Superintendent, Kirk Ricketts. Isis was in house. I guess she can't bother with them young people. So Isis, you and I will stay together.
All right.
Yes.
Remember young people.
Yes,
too. And I know St. Andrews
Thank
South.
you.
I know St. Andrews South is big baller fans, so continue watching baller.
Yes.
Big up Barracks Entertainment. Follow us on YouTube at Barracks Entertainment. Follow us on Instagram.
And when have a little part in there on the mention Roots 96.1 FM when you're not writing the next series. Just for
All right.
just
Me
so we're
think
not
about it.
Just
I'm the writer.
Don't say you're gonna listen, Roots.
All right. We're gonna do that.
All right, this is St. Andrews South Beat. Once again, we thank you for making it St. Andrews South Beat. We see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand
Denise, Isis Miller with Rootsology, which is the in-week thriller from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Miss Harry said it never go to all weekend. We have food for thought, your health is a wealth, then love bus, that is a must. I know idiot thing that. Then we close it off at the end of the week with Fire Friday, which are the talk of the street. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Isis